Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like tech and helpful tips, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started.
To make an iconic Cindy Lou Who cape, you'll need just a few simple materials and a little bit of crafting spirit. First, gather your supplies. Approximately 1.5 to 2 yards of red fleece fabric. Depending on the size of the person wearing it, a child will need less, an adult more. Fleece is ideal because it doesn't fray, eliminating the need for hemming, which saves a lot of time and effort. You'll also need a measuring tape, fabric scissors, a white faux fur trim or boa about 2 to 3 inches wide and 2 yards long, a hot glue gun with plenty of glue sticks, and optionally a needle and thread for extra security or if you prefer sewing. Begin by laying your red fleece fabric flat on a large surface, like a clean floor or a big table. Decide on the length of your cape. For a child, measure from the base of their neck down to where you want the cape to end, usually around the knees or slightly longer. For an adult, measure similarly. Once you have your desired length, cut the fleece into a large rectangle. The width of the rectangle should be roughly the arm span of the wearer, or slightly less, allowing it to drape nicely without being too bulky. Next, we'll create the neck opening and the hood shape. Fold your fabric rectangle in half lengthwise. From the folded edge, measure in about 3 to 4 inches from the top corner and mark it. Then, measure down about 2 to 3 inches along the folded edge and mark that point. Connect these two marks with a gentle curve to create a shallow U-shape for the neck opening. Carefully cut along this curve through both layers of fabric. Now, for the hood, from the same folded edge, measure up about 10 to 12 inches from the top of your newly cut neck curve, and then measure out about 8 to 10 inches from the folded edge at that height. Gently curve from the top corner of your rectangle down to this point, creating the back shape of the hood. Cut this curve. When you unfold the fabric, you should have a basic cape shape with a neck opening and a large, rounded top section that will form the hood. Now comes the fun part, adding the fluffy white trim. Take your white faux fur trim or boa. Start by hot gluing the trim along the entire outer edge of the cape, including the bottom hem and the side edges. Be generous with the glue, but work in small sections to ensure a strong bond and prevent the glue from cooling too quickly. Pay special attention to the corners, making sure the fur trim is neatly applied. Once the outer edges are done, move to the hood. Apply the fur trim along the front opening of the hood, from one side of the neck opening up over the head and down to the other side of the neck opening. This creates that iconic fluffy frame around Cindy Lou Who's face. If you're using a boa, you might need to fluff it out a bit to get the desired width. For extra durability, especially if the cape will be worn multiple times or by an active child, you can hand stitch or machine stitch the fur trim in place after hot gluing, though hot glue alone is often sufficient for a costume. Allow all the glue to dry completely before trying on the cape. Once dry, your delightful Cindy Lou Who cape is ready for wear. Perfect for holiday events, costume parties, or just spreading some Whoville cheer. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more DIY costume tutorials.